Albuquerque Fire Rescue, what is the address of your emergency?
At the intersection of San Mateo and Montgomery.
Okay. What's going on there?
It's on the west side of the intersection, like in the turn lane at the right. There's an elderly gentleman. He appears maybe to be homeless. He seems to be in some kind of distress. He's like slumped over, kind of halfway conscious, halfway not, and he's like barely standing upright with a cane.
He's on his feet though? He's not passed out?
Yeah, he's not passed out. He's standing in the turn lane, which is blocked off by orange cones.
What makes you think he's in distress?
He looks like he's maybe, because he's kind of swaying back and forth, so maybe he's, like heat stroke or intoxicated or something like that, but he's older.
Okay.
That was my concern. He seems to be elderly.
But do you think he wants help? And what makes you think that?
I'm just told that if you see somebody that needs help or somebody that doesn't look right, to find help. So that's what I'm doing. Didn't look right.
Okay.
I see homeless people all the time. I don't call them all in. This one just didn't look right.
Is there any way you can go talk to him and see if he needs help?
No, sir, there's not. I'm not trained in that.
But even just to ask him a question if he needs help?
Never mind. Thank you.
Hi, Chief.
Councilor Feeble-Corn, Council President.
So I just had a question about, and I've been going back and forth with your department. There was a 911 call placed on the 31st of May at 2:22, and it was routed to AFR. And the caller was concerned that she saw someone in the street who looked disoriented, who had a sign which made her think that this person was homeless, but he looked ill, he was swaying, he was slumped over his cane. And I think you've had a chance to review the tape. She was asked twice if she would go interact with this person. And I just want to see if that is really the policy. Are we asking citizens of Albuquerque who call 911 for help to go intervene with people that they do not know? There may be a mental problem, there may be a drug addiction problem. Are we really asking people to walk up to strangers and interact with them on behalf of the city when they're trying to find help for that person?
Council President, Councilor Feeble-Corn, I've listened to the first part of the tape. I haven't listened to the second part of the tape. But as far as our policies go, there are a set of questions that our dispatchers follow. And one of the questions is, have you talked to them or have you asked them anything? Again, just making sure that we get all of the information needed to determine what type of dispatch we need to go, whether it's a seizure, whether it's a heart attack, whether it's a heat stroke. So this is something that we do have a QA policy in place, that we are reviewing her concerns and making sure that everything that she has concerns about is going to be addressed, and how we can do it better next time. Because that's the last thing that we want, is that any citizen have concerns about calling 911. I want to be perfectly clear. We want everybody that feels that they need to dial and ask for our help, that we're here to serve them and to make sure that they don't feel like they are being asked to do something that's is out of their scope and putting them at risk. So, but there are questions that we do ask, and this was a new dispatcher that we are going to be talking to and addressing and making sure that he does understand the policy thoroughly before asking that if he did ask somebody to go and talk to somebody. But again, there is questions that did they talk to them, so that we can get the full understanding of what we are dispatching our personnel to.
Thank you, Chief. Can I continue, Mr. President? I'm kind of disturbed that you haven't heard the second part of the tape, because I have, and it was requested several days ago. We got it. We forwarded it to your department as well. And it was not a question of, have you talked to this gentleman? It was 2 or potentially 3 times. I can't remember. We can play it if you'd like, but go back and talk to him and find out what's going on. And I'm just really concerned. I would not want to be directed to do that if I was trying to get somebody to help. And I don't think that the citizens of Albuquerque should be either. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am. And we will address, again, I'll talk to our members. Again, we do not want to ever put the public in a position where we want to put them in danger. We want to make sure that we gather as much information as possible so that's, again, that we get the proper resources out to them, which I want to say that ACS was already en route to this call, and I know that they were trying to gather as much information as possible. Yes, ma'am.
Councilor Sanchez.